Glensheen Murders, Mr. Antonich's Class, Period 4, by Leah Creuset, Maggie O'Brien, and Shemaiah Nord.
Glensheen Mansion was built in 1905 to 1908. It has 39 rooms, and the house takes up 7 acres of land and is right on the shores of Lake Superior.
It cost $854,000 to build Glensheen. The ceilings are 16 inches thick and have large hollow tiles made up of fire-retardant material.
Many murders have happened at Glensheen. This is the murder of Elizabeth Congdon and her night nurse, Velma Petulia.
One night on June 1977 at Glensheen Mansion, an intruder had broken a basement window to gain entry for the killings and went up the main staircase where they encountered Velma during her shift.
A nylon stocking wrapped around one of Velma's wrists suggested the intruder had tried to tie her wrists, but she fought back and was viciously beaten to death.
The murderer cleaned up in the nurse's room across the hall from Elizabeth's room. They took a small wicker suitcase and jewelry from Elizabeth's room, including the watch and ring that she was wearing. They left through the front door and drove to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport in Velma's car.
Who lived in one end of the house heard nothing. Began barking at 2:50 a.m. and remained agitated for 2 hours. Velma's wristwatch stopped at 2:40, and that's the possible time of the murder.
The next day, they found Elizabeth smothered with her satin pillow and Velma beaten with a candlestick.
Elizabeth's daughter, Hagen Caldwell, and her husband, Roger Caldwell, were accused for the murders and sent to court.
Roger had a 3-month trial in 1978, and Hagen had a 3.5-month trial in 1979. Many people believe that Hagen was the brains behind the murders and got her husband to do it, and then inherited a lot of money from Elizabeth.
Hagen soaked a rag in kerosene to try and burn down a neighbor's house and her own house in Mound, Minnesota. She served 21 months in prison because of it.
Soon after, Hagen was diagnosed as a sociopath and quickly earned a reputation for it.
Hagen served 2 terms in prison for arson and was accused of murdering her husband. She now lives in Arizona, still alive and 84 years old.
5 years after the murders, Roger committed suicide, but before he did, he wrote a note that said, "I did not kill those girls."
Every 4 to 5 years, the Congdon family holds a family reunion around where Chester Congdon had homes or businesses. One of the last ones was at Glensheen.
Tour guides at Glensheen are not allowed to talk about the murders until the tour is over, when they ask if people have any questions about the mansion or something related to it.
Glensheen is a fun, popular tourist attraction in Duluth, Minnesota. Many people go because of murders, and others go to see the beauty of the house itself.
Whether you go to hear about the murders or just go to see the house, it will be a great day, and you'll learn a lot about what houses looked like so long ago and what every room was for.